Welcome back to Fox 5 Amplified. Victoria Saha with us right now, covering a story that is very interesting, very bizarre, very scary for the people that live in the neighborhood. If you watched the news, you saw the video of what appears to be a man with an AR-15 firing in a random neighborhood. We still don't know why. And I can imagine that's very scary for folks there. So you got a chance to talk to neighbors about what they saw go down. Some of it's caught on camera. Some of it they just saw.
Yeah, well, let's backtrack a little. Before North Las Vegas Police sent out information, we started to see videos on social media pop up, surveillance video from a home, which allegedly showed this guy with his AR-15 banging on the door, and then you see him shooting right after. So I went back out to the neighborhood. It wasn't hard to find the home. I had to just, look around a little bit. The homeowner spoke with me on the phone. She wasn't home at the time of this incident. She wasn't home yesterday when I went, but she told me that she got the notification on her app, on her surveillance app, like about 2 minutes after the fact. And she was so frightened. She's got a kid at the house. She wasn't sure what was going on because the streets were blocked off. She's hearing from neighbors, and later that night, police actually went into her house to do some more investigations, and they found a bullet had made its way through the kitchen from her house. And again, she said that she has a 1-year-old running around. And then I found another guy. He said that he had his garage door wide open, working in his garage. He looks up and he sees someone shirtless with what he thought it was a squirt gun.
Yeah.
Because, it was hot.
It's hot. The guy wasn't wearing a shirt.
He was sweaty,
right?
you would think, right? And then it wasn't until he got real close that he realized it was an AR-15, shut the garage door, and ran inside. And, his wife and kid were hiding in the bathroom. Yeah. So it was a pretty
Because you've got to, you think about, I was thinking about this when I was watching your story. Well, first of all, we showed some damage inside some of the homes where the bullets made their way into like the kitchen or something.
Yeah, that
right?
first house with the surveillance footage. Yeah.
Yeah. And you think about that. If you see, a garage door is not going to stop an AR-15 round. So you it's almost like a tornado. You got to go into the middle of the house with the least amount of windows and the more walls between you and the outside. And he's got his family and he's doing this. Yeah. Now, we don't know why this guy was in this neighborhood, right?
We have no idea. We actually just found some more information. It looks like he lived pretty close, according to some of our records. He lived pretty close, but police have not released any more information, like what the motive could have been. We don't know. Police did say that they believed he may have been under the influence of some sort of a substance.
If you're going to walk through a neighborhood and do that, you're under the influence of something.
Right.
That's not normal behavior by anybody.
So the neighbors actually called police soon after, and they got there pretty quick. They said that he resisted arrest at first, and then they actually got him, but then he became unresponsive, taken to UMC, and he died. So, we don't know if there's a connection to the impairment. That's all still pending. We're not speculating. The coroner,
they'll do toxicology reports.
Right. Yeah. And the coroner actually just released his name. They identified him as Daniel Lujan, 39 years old. They still don't know a cause of death yet.
Like you said, he lives close by. But, it's just so random because you look at the doorbell footage that these people got when they weren't there. So they're watching this. And you clearly see it is a big gun, AR-15, a large caliber, bullets and ammunition in that gun. And he rings the doorbell and then fires the gun.
Bangs the door a little bit and then starts shooting, right? And he's shooting towards the house, and that homeowner, I also spoke with him. He's the one with the garage door open. And he said that after he closed the garage door, went upstairs, he was filming from the window and the bullets were coming towards his house.
What do you do?
Shake. Yeah.
I don't even know what I would do in that situation.
Yeah. Well,
now, the guy could have run into somebody that was armed themselves, and they might have taken him out. Who knows?
I did hear that in the neighborhood yesterday, that a lot of them are armed in that neighborhood. But again, and no one was outside. It was a hot Sunday. No one had any reason to be out at noon at that time. So that's why he thought originally, it was a guy with a squirt gun on a hot summer day.
And you talked briefly about him being taken into custody, and he resisted arrest a little bit, I guess. But there was never a firefight or any type of...
No, police did not indicate that this was any sort of shots were fired from both sides or anything. They just said he resisted arrest. They were able to arrest him, and then he became unresponsive, and he died at the hospital.
Do you know, is there a number of how many houses were hit. We know at least 2, right?
At least 2. The
maybe
woman
more.
with the surveillance footage, and then the guy who
garage door.
I interviewed as well with a garage door. And then his truck took a bullet as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but unclear at this point. Several. The guy with the garage door open, he said he could estimate about maybe to 20 to 30 rounds fired, but police.
So they went somewhere.
Yeah,
They just haven't found them all yet.
Oh, and then there was another video that he took. He started shooting at other cars as well before he makes it to that person's house with the surveillance video. Before he then shoots towards this guy's house with the garage door open. So you see this person shooting towards cars, running towards a house, and then shooting at another house.
And as far as we know, at least at this moment, no connection to the neighborhood that we know of.
Well, we don't know anything confirmed.
Oh, okay.
However, there's some records that show that he may have lived really close by.
Oh, okay. So he could have been a former neighbor or something like that.
But neighbors didn't recognize him. I asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is just bizarre. And it makes you think, like, what would you do in that situation? That guy with his family did the right thing, getting out of the line of fire and outside, and calling police. And but wow, I mean, it's just kind of shocking. When I saw the video, I was just like, and not that any gun is, great seeing somebody randomly fire in a neighborhood, but this is a large caliber weapon with a lot of firepower. So the case, I guess, continues. There obviously aren't going to be any charges filed because the man has passed, but, maybe we'll get some more information onto, why he died, first of all.
Yeah, what caused
and then
his
also what the connection may or may not have been. Maybe we'll never know that.
No, we won't just yet. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep up on that, Victoria. Thank you. Victoria's story on fox5vegas.com and on Fox 5 Vegas Plus. And if we get an update, we'll update you on what that is. We'll see you next time.